Yo, what's up everyone? Back with another video and a huge shout out to Masked Controller for sponsoring this one. Today we're diving into the heart-stopping, adrenaline-pumping world of perfectly timed ultimate abilities in gaming. You know those moments where everything seems lost, the tension is thicker than a bowl of oatmeal, and then BAM! Someone unleashes an ultimate ability with such impeccable timing that it completely flips the script. We're talking about those jaw-dropping plays that make you question if the player is human or some sort of gaming deity. Get ready to witness some of the most clutch, most satisfying, and most downright epic ultimates ever executed. First up, we've got Genji's Dragon Blade from Overwatch. Picture this. You're pushing the payload on Hanamura, the enemy team is putting up a fierce defense, and your team is struggling to break through. Just when all hope seems lost, your friendly neighborhood Genji activates his ultimate, Ryujin no Kenwo Kure. Suddenly, he transforms into a cybernetic whirlwind of death, slicing and dicing his way through the enemy team like a hot knife through butter. The key here is all about timing. Pop that Dragon Blade too early, and you risk getting shut down before you can say need healing. But unleash it at the perfect moment when the enemy is distracted or grouped up, and you can single-handedly wipe the floor with them. It's a high-risk, high-reward ultimate that can turn the tide of battle in the blink of an eye. Next, we're jumping into the world of Valorant with Jett's deadly Bladestorm. Now, Jett is all about mobility and precision, and her ultimate embodies that perfectly. With a flick of her wrist, she equips a set of lethal throwing knives that can obliterate enemies with a single headshot. But here's the thing about Bladestorm. It's not just about aim, it's about timing. Knowing when to strike, when to use your mobility to dodge enemy fire, and when to go for the kill. That's what separates the Jett mains from the rest. One well-placed headshot can instantly take down an enemy, and with each kill, Jett's knives are replenished, allowing her to chain together multi-kills if she's precise enough. Talk about a rush. Now let's talk about Miss Fortune's ultimate in League of Legends bullet time. Imagine this, you're in the middle of a chaotic team fight, spells are flying everywhere, and everyone's desperately trying to stay alive. Suddenly, Miss Fortune channels her inner gunslinger, spins around like a boss, and unleashes a torrent of bullets in a cone in front of her. This ultimate is a team fight-winning machine, capable of wiping out entire squads if they're caught in the crossfire. But the real magic happens when you pair bullet time with some crowd control. Land a perfectly timed Orianna ultimate or a Sewanee stun, and Miss Fortune can unleash her full fury on the helpless enemy team. It's a beautiful symphony of destruction that will have you yelling pentakill at the top of your lungs. Moving on to Dota 2, we've got Enigma's ultimate ability, Black Hole. This is one of those ultimates that can make or break a game, and when used correctly, it's absolutely devastating. Picture this. You're pushing high ground with your team, the enemy is putting up a desperate last stand, and the tension is palpable. Then, from the shadows, Enigma appears, channeling his dark energy into a swirling vortex of doom. Enemies caught within the black hole's grasp are completely disabled, unable to move, attack, or cast spells. It's a sitting duck's worst nightmare, and it allows Enigma's team to unleash their full damage potential onto the trapped foes. A well-placed black hole can completely turn the tide of a team fight, securing objectives and crushing the enemy's hopes of victory. Next up, we're dropping into Apex Legends to witness the raw power of Gibraltar's defensive bombardment. This gentle giant might seem harmless at first, but when he calls down his mortar strike, you better believe things are about to get explosive. Imagine this. Your squad is pinned down, taking fire from all directions, and you need to create some breathing room. That's when Gibraltar activates his ultimate, calling in a concentrated barrage of mortar fire on a targeted location. The bombardment is incredibly effective at flushing out enemies, denying them access to an area, or simply obliterating anyone caught in the blast radius. But it's not just about brute force. A skilled Gibraltar player can use their defensive bombardment strategically, cutting off enemy escape routes, covering their team's retreat, or even securing a clutch revive on a downed teammate. Let's bounce over to Fortnite and talk about the Baller's Boost. Now, the Baller might seem like a fun, harmless vehicle at first glance, but when used correctly, it can be a surprisingly effective tool for both offense and defense. Imagine this. You're caught in a tight spot, enemies closing in from all sides, and your building skills are running low. That's when you hop into your trusty Baller and activate its boost, launching yourself into the air with a burst of speed. You can use the boost to evade enemy fire, reach high ground, or even surprise opponents with a well-timed grapple. It's all about creativity and quick thinking. Plus, there's just something incredibly satisfying about outmaneuvering your opponents with a giant hamster ball-like contraption. Finally, we're parachuting into the war zone of Call of Duty Warzone, where a single precision airstrike can mean the difference between a glorious victory and a humiliating defeat. Picture this. You've tracked an enemy squad to a building, they're holed up inside and you need to flush them out. That's when you call in a precision airstrike, painting the target area with a red smoke marker. Moments later, twin jets scream overhead, unleashing a devastating barrage of missiles that reduce the building to rubble. A well-placed precision airstrike can wipe out an entire enemy squad in an instant, securing a high-value position or turning the tide of a firefight. But it's not just about raw power. Experienced players will use precision airstrikes strategically, predicting enemy movements, cutting off escape routes, or even denying access to valuable loot. So there you have it, some of the most epic, game-changing, and downright satisfying ultimate abilities in gaming. From Genji's Dragon Blade to the Precision Airstrike, these ultimates have the power to turn the tide of battle, secure victory, and leave players speechless. What are some of your favorite ultimate abilities? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching the Mask Controller. I'll catch you all in the next one.